Hey, Lee. Could have just went there for one day, though, right? One day, win a title. Hey, Sugar Ray did it. Pernell Whitaker did it. Every once in a while, you can move up, take a guy out, come right back down, no problem.
Yeah,
Roy Jones did it.
This is the thing with Terrence Crawford. I wouldn't have given up those belts. Defend, go up, go down, do whatever. But why would you give up undisputed bragging rights? Ever?
Well, he conquered. He came. He saw. He conquered. Right?
But the next move is then you start booking time as the undisputed.
Well, look, Lee, that right now he's got Jeff Horn and Manny on his sights. Those are two decent names for Terrence Crawford.
I get it. It's more about the money than it is about, defending titles and being an undisputed anything. Whatever.
And then immediately after that, if Spence is still in the division, come on, this is going to be like the biggest American fight we've had in years. Lee, it might surpass Jones versus Tony. Because although that was a great...
Spence, Andrew, I want you to prepare yourself for the next sentence. Spence Crawford is never going to have it. It's never going to happen.
Ooh, I don't know about that. I don't know, man.
There is no way the PBC is going to work with Bob Arum.
Lee, I'm telling you,
we've had this discussion.
On their last leg.
I'm sorry.
Dude.
What? Okay, wait. When has the PBC and Top Rank worked together to put on a fight?
I don't know how much longer the PBC is going to be here.
We've been saying that for a while.
Bullshit. Kevin Aioli just wrote it last week. Last week, Kevin Aioli said Dana White was going to save the PBC. The word save was in there. Their money that they've been giving their opponents is not what it was 2 years ago. They're not getting $1 million just to fight Joe Blow anymore. Dude, their fighters, they just had a fighter leave. 2 fighters have left PBC recently and went and signed with other guys, other promoters. One just went with Top Rank. I'm forgetting his name. I don't know if I put it in the news, but they just had another fighter go with Top Rank the other day. Lee, they're mad about they're not fighting anymore, and their payouts are lower. No, I don't know, man. I don't know what the PBC is doing right now. They have some fights that they can make money on. The Thurman Spence, yeah, that's a great fight. But Lee, how long is Thurman going to hold out before Al Heyman can actually get him in the ring? You have Wilder. He should be able to make money for the PBC. I don't know when he's finally going to get that shot. Will they be around long enough for these guys to actually generate them the money that these investors were looking for when this thing first started?
The Nevada State Athletic Commission has suspended Kenichi Ogawa.
Oh, yeah.
Why? He failed a PED test. The farmer results are now officially in doubt. For those of you who don't remember, Kenichi Ogawa won against Tevin Farmer in what was considered a very controversial decision because Farmer outboxed him only to lose a 12-round split decision on December 9th in Las Vegas. The Nevada State Athletic Commission revealed Thursday during its monthly meeting that Ogawa, who won the vacant IBF super featherweight title, has been suspended for failing the test. Japanese Ogawa tested positive for synthetic testosterone. Gotta love that stuff. The commission will hold a hearing regarding Ogawa's positive test and to determine the actual results for the fight. Lou DiBella, what? Go ahead.
I was thinking, why are they? What do you mean determine the results? It's going to be a no contest, right?
Yeah, it becomes a no contest.
No contest, yeah.
Right. So Lou DiBella, Farmer's promoter, petitioned the IBF on Farmer's behalf earlier this month for a rematch due to the controversial results. I don't think there's going to be a result. A rematch, but they'll definitely get the belt. They'll definitely put it back up. And somehow, magically, we'll get the belt into the hands of Tevin Farmer. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
Hey, it's good that Farmer's going to get that dumb decision off of his record, though. You know, it's terrible when guys get burned like that in the sport, because that was a fight that didn't seem close at all. That was on HBO this last year. Mm-hmm. So, no, he gets to bring it back now.
I actually didn't mind the decision. I remember it. I didn't mind it. I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. So, hey, who cares? It all worked itself out for the kid. There you go.
Okay. Boy, are you stretching for news stories this week. Jose Ramirez, Amir, Imam, deal reached before a purse bid.
You know who Jose Ramirez is.
There was a purse bid scheduled for Friday, but a deal was reached for a showdown between junior welterweight Jose Ramirez and Amir Imam. The two boxers will battle for the vacant welterweight title, the WBC belt, that was vacated by Terrence Crawford. Yay. It'll be held March 17th at the small room of Madison Square Garden. I'm sure Bob Arum will do his best to make this it's a Bob Arum. Yeah, it's a Bob Arum thing. Whatever.
Jose Ramirez, the Fresno kid.
Okay.
This guy might be the new De La Hoya, bro. I'm telling you, he sells out everything.
The last time we saw him fight was in Fresno on a Bob Arum card, as I recall.
Yes. Yeah, dude. Big time fan base
you
out there in Central California. You need to stack
your news stories so that they lead to a climax. They just seem to be going downhill this week.
This week, yes, it was very much like that. Wasn't too much out there, Lee. Not too much on the news. A lot of BS rumors. You know, a lot of guys calling each other out on social media type garbage, but I don't think of tweets as news really unless it's something big. You know, it's got to be Pacquiao-McGregor type tweets back and forth.
Well, here we go again. Light heavyweights. So what's the latest with light heavyweight Alexander Gvozdyk? Well, he's scheduled to fight Eliter Alvarez, who I've never heard of, for the right to face the winner of Adonis Stevenson and Badu Jack. Good Lord. According to Top Rank's CEO Bob Arum, Glavinsky, the Ukrainian, will face the WBC's 11th ranked contender, Mehdi Amar. Oh boy. They'll be on the March 17th bout from Madison Square Garden. That is the fight for the interim title for the mandatory challenger. We're loading up these cards like you can't believe. We've got Ramirez and Imam, Michael Conlon, to whom we're predicting the date because it's close to St. Patrick's Day. Bob also laughed and said, we'll be cashing in on those drunk Irish people in no time. This is exactly what he said.
It made the...
Would Arum be willing...
The news.
They asked... Wait, this is my favorite part of the story. Arum was asked if Gvozdyk would face Adonis Stevenson in Montreal. His answer? Fuck yeah. Canada's a great country. Why wouldn't I want to fight in Canada? The ring is the same.
That's right. It's on ESPN, bro. The cruiserweights are having that big tournament. All those undefeated, they like 96-0 or something. Yeah. Their records combined. I think Bob Arum, he's going to tap into that once that thing's done. He's got his little prospect right here going for his little interim title. And it's on ESPN. That's why it made the news, bro. So there it is.
That's strong. It's not quite as strong as your final story of the day, which I guess is so compelling for boxing. That's why we're ending on it.
Retiring, man.
Roy Jones. This is it. Former 4-division world champion Roy Jones Jr., at one point the baddest man on the planet, who just turned 49 on Tuesday, is going to face Scott Sigmund on
He's
February
the greatest fighter
8th.
of our era. Roy Jones Jr. is the greatest fighter of our era. It's not Floyd Mayweather. It's Roy Jones Jr. I'm sorry. No, Floyd Mayweather couldn't touch Roy Jones Jr. in his prime. Are you kidding me right now?
Jones claims the contest will be the final bout of his pro career. It'll be held in his hometown of Pensacola, Florida. This is history, and people know it. Jones' last bout in Pensacola was August 13, 2016, in an island fight card, which he promoted. There has been some debate whether or not this bout will be the final contest for Jones in his hometown or the final bout of his career. Either way, tickets are flying for the event.
You had to read that part, Lee.
Yeah, right. It is already the best fight we've ever done for the Island show. The other times Roy has fought here on the Island fights, we maybe had 3 or 4 weeks to promote this fight. This time we have 7 weeks. People are already buying tickets in the upper decks, and we've never had that happen before. We were 6 weeks out, and I'm almost out of tables. Okay.
And this is why he'll come back. Damn it.
Yeah. Why wouldn't he keep doing?
If they're
and this is what I say to all of you that have a name: just create your own little promotion, like Roy did. He called it Island Fights. Get yourself a good promoter.
Yep.
Stack your cards, and go fight a nobody, and go make a couple of $100,000.
Make it a night out for the locals. You're right. Sounded better.
Do you want to know what the big long pause is? Wait, let me do the big long pause again. That's it. That's the news. Yay.
Hey, that's not my fault, buddy.
You know the only best part about the news this week? We don't have any Floyd sightings.
Well, you want Tyson Fury, Joseph Parker,
and
Joshua's little...
It's the same bullshit news.
Yeah, their little soap opera. Hey, did you see Joseph Parker eating the fish, the raw fish, and talking about how on his, I don't know, wherever he's from, their people sometimes eat their opponents? What the hell did that mean?
I don't know.
They got cannibalism out there, or what the hell?
Maybe.
Josh, you better be scared. Made a little bit nervous, the dude trying to bite you like Mike Tyson or something in the ring. But he's literally taking a fish. You should see the fish's mouth. It's all, the fish doesn't look happy that he's being bitten. Lee doesn't look happy. I hope it was dead. Doesn't look dead.
Wow. Which takes us to the boxing schedule for next week.
Hey, we could talk about that, though. Did you want that on the news? Joseph Parker biting fish?
No.
Exactly.
This takes us to the boxing schedule, fights for next week. Brought to you once again by LasVegasDiscount.net. Go to LasVegasDiscount.net for all of your travels to Las Vegas in the future. So
did you see it finally worked?
What?
Someone said they booked a trip on
Las
your
Vegas.
website, dude.
Did they?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Nobody told me that. I didn't get a memo on it.
Yep.
All right, cool. And they got 50% off. January 27th. That would be next week. Guess what? We got boxing at the Great Western Forum. Well, it's not really the Great Western Forum anymore. Great Western Bank went out of business during the crash in the 90s, but who am I to really argue a point? They now just call it the Forum, which is really part of the Madison Square Garden Group. Again, what's the point? We do have boxing next week. It is Lucas Matisse taking on Tiwa Kiram for the WBA welterweight title. On the undercard, Jorge Linares, Andrew's favorite fighter ever, taking on Mercito Gesta for Linares' WBA lightweight title. And then literally a hodgepodge of horseshit on the undercard.
Oh, the two main events are horseshit.
Yeah,
too.
It's HBO, right?
Yeah, these are two guys looking for bigger fights, so they got them in there with showcases. That's all that we're watching next Saturday. Won't be surprised if they have more people recording the fight than they do watching live.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, because I thought about going to it. I don't even want to go to it. It's like a lot of effort to go watch a lot of fighting I don't really care all that much about.
That's right.
Boof.
That's right.
Tijuana, Mexico will be
Lee, Lucas Matisse has been inactive for how long, right? This is the guy that retired
I didn't even know
already.
he was... Yeah, I mean, he's going to get the belt. That's kind of a given. Yeah.
All of a sudden, he finds out he doesn't have a lot of money. Now he wants to make a comeback. I don't know if his heart is in it or not. And then for Linares, I mean, come on. Either get Linares a fight or not. Like, this guy has been the champ in the lightweight division for how long? We got all these people talking about him, but nobody's signing to fight him. So next week, I'm telling you, not impressed with HBO's lineup. You know, I will watch the damn thing.
Well, yeah, and for those of you wondering, this is basically like an HBO-produced card. Yes, they work with local promoters, and if I told you the name of the promoters, you'd go, who the fuck are these guys? Nobody's ever heard of them. This is HBO's attempt to trying to control and structure cards that are beneficial for them. It's dumb, and putting it at the Forum is even dumber because it's an expensive venue. They should have put it at StubHub. They should have put it on, like...
And once again...
I haven't seen discount tickets floating around L.A. either, which means they believe that somehow this fight's going to